All right, guys, welcome to your not so regular Make Money with Amazon webinar. My name is Christian Mickelson, and you've probably heard of the regular way of making money with Amazon by selling physical products like yoga mats, dog toys, or whatever on Amazon. This is not that. This is a brand new way to make money on Amazon without selling physical products or even selling anything on Amazon at all. And what's great about this new Amazon way is it requires very little money to get started. It's faster, it's much easier, and it's so much more effective for the average person who doesn't have the time to put into a side hustle like this. So far, just us and the limited number of people we've shown this to have generated over $20 million in earnings, and it wasn't even hard. What you're about to see is how to leverage a new untapped Amazon platforms that has millions of dollars changing hands every day, but no one knows about. And that's what makes this such an enormous opportunity, because literally anyone can come in, follow our super simple 4-step process once, and quickly start making an additional thousands of dollars per month or more every month. This is getting in on the ground floor of the new best way to make money with Amazon or make money online of any kind, period, before everyone else. I'm eager to share this stuff with you guys, and I promise to make it worth your while. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to share my screen right here. There we go. Now, when I first discovered this new Amazon model, it took me from skeptical and just scraping by in life to 90 days later making over $10,000 per month. And notice here, this is not your regular Amazon paycheck. We get paid by Audible, one of Amazon's fastest growing companies. But one thing I want to make very clear about today is you won't see any misleading sales numbers or results of any kind. So when you see a $22,000 income report, like this one right here that was given to me, that is actually $22,000 that is being deposited straight into my bank account. Cool? Cool. Now, we all know how great Amazon is. We all know it's huge. It's the biggest company in the world. We all know it's allowed thousands of people to quit their jobs by making money on their platform. And we all know it's an incredible opportunity to make a living online. But what a lot of people don't know is that they're doing it all wrong. You see, what everyone else is doing is something called Amazon FBA, where you sell physical products on Amazon. And I'm not saying that doesn't work. It can work, but it's a lot more difficult for beginners than most of these Amazon gurus lead you to believe, because there are a number of things that they just don't tell you. For example, selling is complicated. I tried this for myself. I tried to sell products on Amazon and I failed miserably. It's also expensive as hell to start. Plus, the competition right now in 2022 is absolutely fierce. And that's not even to mention the supply chain crisis that is killing most physical product businesses. But this new Amazon model we discovered doesn't even involve physical products. So there's very little startup costs and there's practically no competition, because no one knows that what I'm about to show you is even possible with Amazon. Now, what I love about this new way to do Amazon is just how simple it is. I mean, it doesn't get more beginner friendly than this. And 30 minutes a day is all you need to start making thousands of dollars per month with this. But most importantly of all, it just flat out works. Here we have Sarah. Sarah is a new mom who started doing this on the side of her full-time job and followed what I'm about to show you just once, and now has an additional $10,000 coming in every single month. And now she's been able to quit her job because of it. And she says handing in the resignation letter was the most amazing and freeing feeling ever. Here we have an email that we received from Patrick, who attended a previous free training of ours and quickly turned that free training into a multi-thousand per month income. But the best thing about Patrick is he just rinsed and repeated the 4-step process I'm about to show you on his way to making over $90,000 in a single month. Pretty crazy, huh? That you could just rinse and repeat and take this practically as far as you want. And here we have Tim from the Netherlands, who was able to turn this into a 6-figure income. He says, I just wanted to thank you guys, as it's enabled me to quit my corporate job last February and actually move to Bali. I spent about a year in Bali myself because of this, and Bali's an incredible place, but that's besides the point. This right here is what people are calling the online income model that actually works in 2022. And I'll show you some more results, so you'll get to see what I'm talking about for yourself. But the real question is, how is this possible exactly? Like, what are you talking about? Well, all because of one little app on your phone, you can now tap into this new Amazon goldmine. And with it, you can make genuine, stress-free income. Like Ollie here, who after he set up this system, he says genuinely worked 2 minutes on Audible this month, and he got paid almost $4,000 for it. Here we have Chase, who says, I haven't touched my business, literally not done a single thing for the past 6 months, and I've still been making over $10,000 per month. This is a truly life-changing business that anyone can do with a little effort, and it will pay dividends for years and years to come. Now, guys, you're probably thinking or have thoughts, and I don't blame you, Christian, if this is so great, why are you sharing this with us? Why don't you just keep this for yourself? Well, honestly, just like you want to make money, we want to make money too. And this is the best way I've ever seen of doing it. But the problem is, this opportunity is too big for us to tackle alone. There's too much money to be made that we can't do it all ourselves. So everything I'm going to share with you today is 100% free. But at the end, we are looking for partners. We're looking to team up with a small group of you who are motivated and want to go at this thing together, where we all make a lot of money in the process. And listen, we want to do the work for you because we're the experts. We know this stuff inside out, and we've automated a lot of the process. So you practically just have to come in and dunk the ball. So if you're looking for an opportunity where you will make money, because that's how we make money, then you're going to want to stick around until the end. And because I want you to stick around to the end and see what this is about, you'll be able to get $500 cash from me after watching this webinar. You don't have to be lucky or win anything. This is something anyone can get, which I'll explain later on in this free training. Here, Irene says, just got my $500 cash bonus. Richard says, received my $500 bonus. Thanks, twins. Again, this is open to anyone. But on top of that, I'm going to be giving you 2 more bonuses just for sticking around. The first one is a 60 minutes case study with Patrick Jackson himself, as well as you'll be getting a free copy of our best-selling book, The Freedom Shortcut. Now, this right here is my twin brother, Rasmus, who I think I'm introducing for the first time, as well as his adorable 2-year-old son, Finn, holding a book. He loves the book. I'm telling you, he read it front to back in one day. But anyway, you're going to get these 3 bonuses just for sticking around to the end. $500 incentive, where the first step is to stick around to the end, and I'll give you more details on that. An exclusive 60 minutes interview with Patrick Jackson himself, as well as a free copy of our Wall Street Journal best-selling book. Okay? All I ask of you to get these 3 bonuses is just stick around to the end of the free training, because I really want you to hear about this opportunity to go at this stuff together. Okay, guys, do we have a deal? There's a chat function on your screen. Please go into the chat and type deal if we have a deal. If you promise that you stick around to the end and just hear what this is all about. All caps, spam it. All right, amazing. Thank you so much. But if we could also just put our phones away, X out of all the other tabs on your computer, just so that we give each other our full and undivided attention. And for full transparency, like I've said, there's no misleading facts or results today, but also understand that this is not some sort of get rich quick or a way to make money without doing anything. Consistent effort goes a long way. And my results are not typical. So I can't guarantee you'll see life-altering results the same way I have, or any results at all for that matter, because I don't know you. So that wouldn't be fair of me, and it would be unethical to guarantee results, because things like that are impossible. Which is why I like to have this little message at the bottom of all the slides that says, all results are real, but they are not a promise or implication of future earnings. Thank you. Great. Now, I have not properly introduced myself, so a quick introduction on exactly who the Mickelson twins are. My name is Christian. My twin brother's name is Rasmus. We are actual twin brothers. I'm 1 minute older, and we are also best friends. Cute, right? But we are also happily married. That there is me with my wife, Charlotte, who you'll see more of later, as well as our 2 dogs, Maverick and Lily. This is Rasmus with his wife, Laura, and his little boy, Finny Boy, we call him. Oh my God. This happens every time. I can't not smile every time I look at him. But showing you guys these pictures of our family, our wives and kids, was important to me because everything we do is for our family. So it only made sense to give you a little sneak peek into why we do what we do. And because of it, we've been able to escape the 9-to-5 life forever and do things, honestly, we never thought we would do. And because we're completely location independent and can work from anywhere in the world with literally just a laptop or a phone, me and Rasmus now live in Hawaii full time, which is incredible. And since then, we've turned our success into a repeatable system that anyone can use. Here we have Elijah who says, for those who ask, does it work? Yes, it works. And he got paid over $6,000 in 1 month by Audible. But before this, life was, let's call it, very different. Me and Rasmus were delivering Chinese food for $8 an hour at this exact Chinese restaurant right here in Flanders, New Jersey. And we would jump around from job to job because every place we worked, it left me feeling empty inside. Like life just revolved around getting Monday to Friday over with. So I could have just some level of enjoyment on the weekends, and then it would just repeat all over again. This is a picture of another place I've worked at, a bar called Waxy's. This was probably my least favorite job of them all. But to be completely open with you, those were dark times because we were smoking a lot of weed, like every day, multiple times, getting high, and we would do it to get away from the nothingness of what life felt like. And I remember thinking to myself that finding a way out of this is my absolute only option. And also thinking to myself, like, there just has to be a better way. This can't be all there is to life. And now, as someone who has found something different, I'm here to tell you there is a better way. Here we have Eric who says, open letter to Rasmus and Christian. I wish I found you earlier, but so glad I found you now. 2 short months later, I am already earning over $4,000 a month in royalties. Unflipping believable. Honestly, I wouldn't have believed it was possible without your encouragement and insistence that it was possible. That made all the difference, believing it. And I owe that part all to you. Now, guys, listen to me. Part of my job here today is to get you to believe that this is possible. Not just for Eric or for Patrick or for Sarah, but this is indeed possible for you. Okay? But how? How is it possible, and how are we and all of these other people getting results like this? Well, here's the thing. The world has changed a lot recently, and one of the biggest changes we've experienced is how we spend our time. Here's a frightening fact for you. American adults spend over 8 hours per day listening to, watching, or generally consuming media content. And as we know, since COVID, working from home has become the new thing. Now listen to this. Audio is the new leading form of media ahead of TV, ahead of streaming, and even ahead of social media for people working from home. So audio is the #1 form of content to consume while working, while on your daily commute, while driving, while exercising, while doing chores, and it's why some of the biggest influencers in the world, like Logan Paul, are going away from making videos for YouTube and social media to podcast, because they have the data. They know that audio is where the new money is. And that's why audiobook sales in some of the biggest countries in the world has increased by over 5,000% in just the last few years. So just so that we're on the same page, audiobook sales have not doubled or tripled or quadrupled or 10x, which would be impressive in itself. They have 50x in some of the biggest countries in just the last few years. Now, to give a visual demonstration, this is what audiobooks used to be not that long ago. This is what audiobook sales are today. Audio is now a $1 trillion industry that continues to grow at a meteoric rate every year. And that's why guys like Trevor here were able to escape the paycheck to paycheck life and start getting payments like this for over $6,000 every single month. And he says, while a lot of the world struggles to get by, the good folks at Amazon keep paying me. So guys, listen, the reality is right now in 2022, there is a massive opportunity for the taking like we've never seen before. Pierre says now's the time to invest in such a big opportunity that this business has to offer, and he was paid over $40,000 in a single month. So guys, I think it's finally time to introduce to you Amazon's best kept secret, and you could probably guess it at this point, Audible. And with the Audible platform and our repeatable 4-step process, you get the simplest Amazon income model you've never heard of. So this new and unique method that we discovered is listing done-for-you audiobooks on Audible. And for anyone who might not know, Audible is Amazon's online audiobook store, and it's also the biggest and fastest growing audiobook store in the world. Now, what exactly is a done-for-you audiobook? A done-for-you audiobook, or DFY for short, is an audiobook that you own and makes you money, but is written and narrated by someone else. So I want to be super clear on this. We call these done-for-you audiobooks because all the work is done for you. So with these, you do not need to narrate anything yourself. You do not need to write anything yourself. You do not need to design any cover yourself. You do next to nothing when it comes to actually creating your done for you audiobook. What we do is we find low-cost experts to do great and inexpensive work for us in creating our audiobooks. And then we take that audiobook and we put it on Audible, and it becomes a passive income machine for us. In other words, someone else does the work, but we get paid. That's how the whole model works. And it's exactly how Sean has sold over 100,000 audiobooks on Audible. Now, for Sean, everything else he was trying just wasn't working. He tried Amazon FBA, he tried affiliate marketing, dropshipping, even starting a social media agency, but nothing worked until Done For You audiobooks came along. Then he went on to make hundreds of thousands of dollars with this new, super simple Amazon model. This right here is Richard. He got paid over $6,600 by Audible in his third month alone using this Done For You audiobook method. And he says, this is by far the easiest and most passive income to start with I've found. Amazing. Thanks, Rasmus and Christian. So again, it's absolutely imperative that you understand what we're doing here. We're putting audiobooks on Audible that someone else made for us, and we make money when people listen to it. And since all the work is done for us, that's why this is truly for beginners with no prior experience or skills with making money online. Because this is something literally anyone can do. We even have technophobic grandmas making thousands of dollars per month with their Done For You audiobooks that they didn't even make themselves. Here we have Kim, who was in her 70s and made $1,200 in the first 2 weeks her audiobook went live. That's how well and how fast this can work. And it's because audiobooks are exploding. And unlike every other way to make a living online, there's no competition. Let me show you. There are currently 300 million products for sale on Amazon. That would be how many people you're competing with if you wanted to also sell physical products on Amazon. There are over 50 million books for sale on Amazon. But on Audible, there are just 271,000 audiobooks even for sale. And that's why a complete beginner can come in and make money their first try, because you're competing with less than 0.1% as many people as you normally would on Amazon trying to do what everyone else is doing. To put it another way, for every 1,107 people trying to sell physical products on Amazon, there is one person on Audible listing audiobooks doing what we're doing. To visually show you what that looks like, this is about 1,000 people all doing the exact same thing, trying to sell products on Amazon or any other online income opportunity for that matter. It's a bunch of people fighting each other where only a few of them are actually having success. But this is who you're competing with when listing audiobooks on Audible. Look around. There's no one. There's absolutely no one doing this stuff. And that's how guys like Brandon here can be just 18 years old and still in college and make over $13,000 in a month. Like, what? Can you imagine being in college and making that much money? And he says, if I can do it, you all can. And it's because of a simple case of explosive demand for audiobooks with not enough supply. And to make matters even better, here's something a lot of people don't know. Amazon actually started as an online bookstore. See, the core building blocks of their entire business, that is Amazon now, is selling books. So who better to team up with on their new audiobook platform than Amazon themselves? So this is just yet another reason why Audible has been so damn successful already and is not slowing down anytime soon. Jeff Bezos wants to dominate audiobooks. And what happens when Jeff Bezos wants something? He gets it. And anyone who gets in early on this new audiobook platform with him can be set for life. And I'm sitting here telling you this as someone who is already set for life because of Audible. But still, we're just getting started because there's still so much more that can be done. And that's why we're looking for people to team up with and dominate this opportunity together. So guys, what if you got just a fraction of Gerald's results right here, who says, just want to thank Rasmus and Christian for getting me into this business. Thanks, boys. Let's keep rocking. He got paid $31,000 in a month. What if you could just get 10% of that? 10% of that is still an additional $3,000 being deposited into your bank account every month. What if this allowed you to quit your job and leave the job life behind forever, like it's already done for us and hundreds of other people? What if true freedom was just 6 months away? This here is Destiny, who sold over 14,000 audiobooks doing what I'm showing you right here. And she says, you can have a new life in 6 months. So stop complaining and just do this. And what if audiobooks allowed you to just take better care of your family? Now, this one here hits home for me. I've showed a few pictures of Finn before, but what I haven't said is that he was actually born with a life-threatening liver condition called biliary atresia. And needless to say, this has been absolutely devastating for Rasmus. He wasn't able to work for 3-4 months when they first got this diagnosis because Finn needed a liver transplant. But the good news is Rasmus has actually been approved to be the liver donor for his son Finn, which is amazing news. But guys, like, life is already full of enough stress. Could you imagine having the stress of money and having to pay for the tens and thousands of dollars in medical bills on top of something as serious as this with your family? So it's things like this that make us especially grateful for what this has been able to do for us. But finally, what if you could partner with me and Rasmus to shortcut your success with this proven model? But now, finally, the time has come. It's time to hop into our trademarked 4-step process for creating 6 streams of passive income with audiobooks. And we call this process the audiobook income process. And the 4 steps are choose, assemble, list, and multiply. And when you put those 4 steps together, you get the calm process to stress-free and full-time income with Amazon. All right, without further ado, it is training time. That means it's time to hop into what you came for, what you've been waiting for, the 4 steps in the audiobook income process. So listen up, let's get focused because it's training time. Now, the first step in the process is to choose the topic of your audiobook, which means choosing what your audiobook is going to be about. Now, this first step here is super important, and here's why. When you get this first step right, your audiobook is going to sell. It's going to work even if you make a bunch of mistakes. Like Todd here, who says his first audiobook was not very good, but he still makes over $500 a month from these first audiobooks, completely passively. But to show you an example of what a good topic for an audiobook looks like, here's a topic I've had huge success with myself: weight loss hypnosis. And how we know these audiobooks are selling really, really well is with this rank that you can see underneath each audiobook. This is called a bestsellers rank. And this rank tells us exactly how much each audiobook is making. So based off this top audiobooks bestsellers rank, I can plug that number into a calculator that I have. It is making approximately $5,000 per month, just this one audiobook alone. The one underneath that, about $2,500 a month, and underneath that, about $2,000 per month. Imagine making an extra $3,000 per month from just 2 audiobooks. Like Carmen here, who says, I have to say something to everyone. I'm very part-time in this business, and my first 2 audiobooks bring me over $3,000 per month in one of the toughest niches. This works, and these guys are amazing. Shout out to Carmen for that nice comment. That wasn't necessary, but thank you. But anyway, there are 3 keys to choosing really good audiobook topics that just sell, no matter what you do. The first key is to grab this Chrome extension called Amazon Quick View. What that's going to allow us to do is have these bestsellers rank appear under every audiobook. It's completely free, and it allows you to see how much each audiobook sells. That way, we can just reverse engineer other audiobooks that are selling and just make our own version of what's already working. Now, the second key to choosing a great topic, and this one is absolutely critical, is to stick to nonfiction topics. Now, just so we're clear on the difference between the two, fiction audiobooks are storybooks, things people read for entertainment, like Harry Potter. Nonfiction is educational books, and we stick to nonfiction audiobooks because these are topics that are super easy to recreate and have instant success with. Now, the third and final key to choosing your topic, and this is about where to actually find it, it is to look in the big 10 categories on Audible. And it's categories like arts, children's audiobooks, computers, education, health and wellness, personal development, and sports. Now, each one of these 10 categories is going to have its own bestsellers list. And these bestsellers lists are your best friend. So in the health and wellness bestsellers list, this audiobook here is about how to have better habits. We can make an audiobook about that. This one is about how to improve your focus. We can make an audiobook about that. This one is about how to be more mindful. We can make an audiobook about that. As you can see, we can just go into any one of these bestsellers lists and just create our own versions of audiobooks that are already selling. So guys, wouldn't you agree that you could easily go into any one of these bestsellers lists and just choose one out of literally thousands of topics that sell? Couldn't you do that? But we actually want to take this one step further and make it even easier for you. Because when we partner with one another, we're actually going to do this entire step for you, meaning I'm literally going to straight up give you an audiobook topic to go out and make a bunch of money with. So if you've ever accepted an Amazon delivery before, then you can also have a great topic for your first audiobook, which wraps up the first step in the audiobook income process and leads into step number 2, assemble your low-cost experts to create your audiobook for you. And this is where it becomes truly done for you. And it's exactly how we've built our entire audiobook portfolio to where it is now. This right here is just a fraction of our audiobooks that I could fit on one screen. And most of these aren't even on Audible yet, just because I've been too busy, which is exactly why we're looking for partners to do this with. But this step in the process is great because assembling experts to create your audiobook for you is a win-win, because it saves you the hard work and time, so you no longer need to worry about that. And frankly, no offense, but these professional experts are going to do a much better job than you ever could at making your audiobook. And there are 3 ingredients that they are going to do completely for you from start to finish. They are a manuscript, the narration, and a cover. These are the 3 ingredients that make up every audiobook. And I'm going to show you right now what each one of these means and how to get it made for you. So the first one is your manuscript. Your manuscript is the written content that will soon be narrated and spoken into existence into an audiobook. And what we do is we use a ghostwriter. A ghostwriter is someone who will anonymously write content for you. The keyword here is anonymously. So what that means is they write your manuscript for you for a small fee, but you own it. And you can put your name on it or any name on it that you wish because it's yours. What we recommend is you use a pen name, which is just a fictitious name. Like J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter. That's not her real name. But now, when it comes to finding your ghostwriter, the most important part is that you do not use a mainstream ghostwriting company like this, because we don't want to pay this much for our manuscript. Why? Because we simply don't have to. Because we use low-cost ghostwriting to get our manuscripts written for just a few $100s instead of thousands and thousands. And this right here is our #1 favorite ghostwriting company because they have the lowest prices and absolutely incredible quality, which is really important to us. And you can even get your manuscript ordered and written with just a few clicks from their website. And I actually want to give you guys a super quick demo of this ghostwriting company so you can see for yourself exactly how fast and easy it really is. So I'm actually going to hop on over to their website right here, which I had ready. And you're going to want to scroll down to nonfiction manuscripts. Click get started, scroll down again, and you're going to see the page that I showed you before. Just go to the bottom right here where it says order now under the Rising package. Then we get taken to the order page where we need to fill out a few details about our manuscript. First is the word count. The word count that I strongly recommend is anywhere between 25,000 and 30,000 words, because this is going to give you a 3-hour-long audiobook, which is, we've discovered after testing a lot of things, the optimal length. Then we're going to want to choose our niche. Let management choose our writer. Then you're going to insert your title, and I'm going to talk about title and subtitle in depth in step number 3, the next step, because it is super important. But for now, I'll just put that. Author name, again, you can put anything you want. I'm just going to put my 2 dogs' names, Lily, Maverick, which is kind of a cool name. Scroll down, and then if you want to provide an outline, you can do that as well if you want to give the writer some direction, but it is optional. You don't need to do that. Click I have included things, add to cart. Then we have our cart here. This is our subtotal, but I actually have a special discount code that I can use to lower this price significantly because I'm honestly pretty good friends with the owner of this ghostwriting company, so we get special discounts, and the people that we work with also get these special discounts. But as you can see, the price is under $500 to get a full-length manuscript written. It's amazing. That's literally everything there is to it. Let me hop on back over here. So guys, here's what's so amazing about this is that you can turn a one-time $498 investment into $1,000 or even multi-$1,000 per month income stream. The crazy thing about that is that a lot of people are happy to pay $100,000 in the real estate market just to make $500 per month in passive income. But here we're practically investing pennies to make more money than you would have if you invested $100,000 in a piece of real estate. But here we have a post from my wife, Charlotte, who I obviously got into this, she says, I haven't released any new audiobooks for the last 6 months, and I make consistently $5,000 to $6,000 a month straight into my bank account. And she attached a screenshot of all those deposits. And notice that she's getting a lot of deposits, not just one. We'll get into that in step number 4, multiply. But then she says, stop sitting on your ass and go invest in some audiobooks and make money. I apologize. My wife is a little blunt, but she has a point. But anyway, that wraps up getting your manuscript written. Do you see how easy that was? Now we need to get our manuscript narrated and spoken into existence. And this is done by an expert narrator, also known as a voiceover specialist. Now listen to this. Jeff Bezos wants people like us and you to create and put audiobooks on his Audible platform so badly that they literally give you a narrator. They are giving us everything we need to be successful with this. So Audible has something called ACX, which stands for Audiobook Creation Exchange. And as the name implies, this is their audiobook creation platform where you can get your very own narrator for just a small fee. So what you're going to want to do is go to acx.com and you'll see this right here. This is their list of narrators that you can choose from. And then we're going to want to use the filter on the left-hand side at the bottom that says Audible approved. Turn that on. That way, we're only looking at Audible's approved and best narrators. And from there, you can click on their profile to learn more about a narrator. Here we have Kelly Rhodes, award-winning narrator of about 100 audiobooks. Female from New York, there's a picture of her, as well as some audio samples that you can listen to. But the next thing that's important here is this. It says available for royalty share or $50 to $100 PFH. Let me explain. Royalty share is where you share some of the royalties that your audiobook earns as compensation for the narrator. So you don't pay anything up front, only after your audiobook makes money. The other option is PFH, which stands for per finished hour. This is a fixed rate, so if their rate is $50 per finished hour and your audiobook is 3 hours long, like I mentioned, that's the optimal length, then what your narrator gets is $150. That is their compensation for narrating your entire book from start to finish. Listen, they will literally do everything. You just hand them the manuscript and it's done. You have no involvement whatsoever. Okay, guys, so that wraps up the second ingredient in your audiobook. The third and final ingredient is your cover, which is, of course, really important because it is the first thing someone browsing on Audible is going to see, your cover. But luckily, getting your cover made is the easiest part because we use a platform called Fiverr. And on Fiverr, you can get incredible covers made for just $5. And this is how we get literally all of our book covers made. Like this one right here, which is 10 Spanish short stories for beginners. I don't even know Spanish, but that doesn't matter because I'm not the one creating it. But there is something I want you to notice about this cover. It's incredibly simple. Why? Because simple sells. And that's it, guys. Now let's do a quick recap of the important things to remember. Number 1, for your manuscript, use a low-cost ghostwriting company, and I showed you exactly how to do that. For your narration, use an Audible-approved narrator through ACX, and I showed you how to do that. And for your cover, go to Fiverr and order one for just $5. That's how you assemble experts to do it all for you, and that's why we call it done-for-you audiobooks. Pretty simple and easy, right? Do you see why literally anyone can do this and have success with it? Even people like Liman from Bangladesh, one of the poorest countries in the world. He assembled low-cost experts to create his audiobooks for him. And he made over $50,000 in his first 6 months with audiobooks. I mean, how absolutely incredible is that? That Audible is giving people from all around the world, even third world countries, an opportunity to make money like this from home with just the power of the internet. It's absolutely insane. All right. That wraps up the first 2 steps in the audiobook income process. And now that your audiobook is made, it's time for step number 3 to list your audiobook on Audible. That means it's time to put it live and for sale on the Audible platform. Now, listen closely. The most important thing when listing your audiobook on Audible is to get exposure. Exposure means we want to be seen by as many people browsing around on Audible as possible. And the way we get seen is by showing up when someone searches something in Audible. Does that make sense, guys? When someone goes to Audible, they'll go and search something in the search bar and then audiobooks will show up. We want our audiobooks to show up on the first page because when you show up, you make sales. It's that simple. Here we have Ricardo, who in his first month with only 3 audiobooks on Audible got paid over $3,700 in 1 month. So the question becomes, how does Audible determine which audiobooks show up? So let's say one day I wake up and I want to learn about the keto diet. So I go on the Audible app on my phone and I search keto diet. How does Audible determine which audiobook shows up first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and so on? Well, luckily, after lots of testing, I have the answer. There are 2 keys to showing up on Audible. The first key is keywords. Now, keywords are the words or search terms that people put into Audible. So if I search keto diet, that would be the keyword. Now, notice that every time you search something, underneath something called auto suggestions will appear. And they are popular keywords that are really for people browsing Audible to help them find what they're looking for. But for us, they're our keywords. So we want to take those keywords and put as many of them as possible into our title, into our subtitle, and into the description of our audiobook. And here's why this is so important. Watch. If you search keto diet into Audible, these are the first 8 search results. Look at this. Each and every one of them has the keyword keto diet in the title. Now, if we search the keyword ketogenic diet, look at the search results. Each and every single one of them has ketogenic diet in the title. So even though keto diet and ketogenic diet are the exact same thing, Audible gives you a completely different set of search results. This might seem like nothing, but it's actually everything, because what we discovered is that you only show up for the keywords that are in your title or subtitle. So if you just fill your title with a bunch of popular keywords, the ones that we took from the auto suggestions, your audiobook will show up everywhere. And this right here is a great example of how to use keywords in your title. This person did their research because I counted about 25 different keywords in this title. And that's why this audiobook is conservatively making at least $2,000 a month. And that's not speculation. I know it's making that much because of its bestsellers rank. And this isn't some famous author or narrator. This is one of our students. Anybody can do this. I've showed you how simple and easy it really is. So guys, the first key is more keywords, particularly in your title, means more sales for your audiobook. Here we have Rob, who says, just published my first audiobook 2 days ago and already 12 units sold, and I haven't spent a dime on marketing. Never made any money online before. Feels amazing. And this happens all the time, where this is the first thing that actually works for someone. Now, the second key to listing your audiobook on Audible is getting reviews. So there are a lot of ways to get reviews, but the most important thing is to always do it ethically and by the books. And honestly, that can sometimes be a bit of a pain. But the great thing is with Audible, they give you what we call review codes. And these review codes make getting reviews so much easier. So how they work is you give the review code to someone, they'll get your audiobook for free, and in exchange, they'll leave a review on your audiobook. Now, Audible themselves gives some suggestions on how to use your review codes, also known as promo codes. You can send your promo codes to professional audiobook reviewers, that works. You can get reviews by giving them to your readers. But what I think is the easiest method of them all is to swap codes with your peers and trade reviews on each other's audiobooks. So to make getting reviews for your audiobook super easy, we actually have a Facebook group that is designed for this, to swap codes with one another and get reviews on your audiobook. But you should know this Facebook group is not open to the public. It is only available to our students. So guys, to recap, here's why this works so well. We know people are searching these keywords every day because they're appearing as auto suggestions. And we know we're going to show up for these keywords because we're putting them in our title. So we know we're going to make money. Then sprinkle a few reviews on top and you're suddenly the top choice and best-selling audiobook in your niche. And potentially getting results like Gary here, who made over $39,000 in 1 month doing this exactly the way I've just described to you. But you don't instantly start making $40,000 a month. But you can instantly get results like Yvonne here, who says in just over 2 weeks, this is just phenomenal. Audible is where it's at. And she made 68 sales in her first 14 days. And here we have Solomon, who makes full-time income from just 3 audiobooks. So guys, a question for you. Are you getting excited about this audiobook opportunity now? Because you see how real making money with done-for-you audiobooks could be for you, right? And how you could do this, couldn't you? There's no reason in hell why you couldn't. Well, What if I told you that we haven't even covered the best part yet? What we've covered so far is the first 3 steps in the audiobook income process. But this final step will explain how so many people are making so much money so easily with audiobooks. Introducing my favorite step of them all: multiply your income streams. And what I'm not talking about here is just putting out more audiobooks. It's a great strategy, and you should definitely put out as many audiobooks as you can, because it's how you go from a few thousand per month to tens of thousands per month. But what I'm talking about here is how one simple audiobook can become 5 additional income streams, not just one like I've shown you so far. Because what we can do is we can recycle and repurpose our audiobook to create more income streams, all with practically no added effort, no added time, and no added costs. Listen, what you're about to see is basically free money. Everyone should do what I'm about to show you because it's free money. Here's what I mean. You can easily turn your audiobook into an ebook because we already have all the ingredients that go into an ebook, which is just a written manuscript and a cover. We can also turn our audiobook into a print book. Now listen to this. Amazon and other platforms I'm about to show you will actually print and ship and do everything for you with your print book. It's called print on demand. So what I love about that is that this opportunity is about more than just life-changing income. If you've ever wanted to be a published author with a print book that you can hold in your hand and show others, this is your opportunity to do that too. But back to the topic at hand, income streams. So the first income stream we can make from our audiobook is to take the ebook and print book versions and put it on Amazon. Now again, Amazon is the world's biggest seller of both ebooks and print books, okay? To show you the power of this, here we have Dane, who made over $9,000 in a month from his audiobooks on Audible. But then he also made an additional $6,500 by taking those audiobooks, turning them into ebooks and print books, and putting them on Amazon. And Dane says in his post, if I would have told myself I'd be making close to $20,000 per month in 7 months' time, I definitely wouldn't have believed a single word coming out of my mouth. That's the thing. It's shocking what you can do with this stuff in such a short period of time. And here we have Kyle, who made an extra $20,000 last December by recycling his audiobooks into ebooks and print books and putting them on Amazon. So this is significant added income we're talking about here. And he says, this business model has been an absolute game changer in my life. The freedom it gives you is just incredible and still blows my mind. And remember, that's in addition to his Audible income. Kyle is a guy who's made over $50,000 a month doing this stuff. And here we have Thomas, who did over $1,000 in a day from his recycled audiobooks. And he writes, as I've said, audiobooks are just one part of this business. Now, the second additional income stream we can create from our audiobooks is by putting the print book version of it on Ingram Spark. Ingram Spark is another print-on-demand platform that's completely free that you can upload and list your book to with just a few clicks on their website. Here we have Trevor, who makes over $1,000 a month on Ingram Spark alone, and he says Ingram Spark is insane. Every book I've uploaded paid for itself in the first 2 months without me doing anything. And that's the beauty of Ingram Spark. You upload it and never touch it again. You do nothing after listing it on Ingram Spark. Here we have Abhishek from India, who made over $1,200 in a month from Ingram Spark, and he says, honestly, I did not expect this. Definitely publish on Ingram Spark because an extra $1,000 a month is not bad for doing nothing. Abhishek already makes over $10,000 a month on Audible. This is just the cherry on top. So how would you like to make an extra $1,000 a month for doing absolutely nothing? What would that do for you? Cover your car payments, some of your mortgage, your rent, food, take your partner out for dinner? So it's something to think about, but I think everyone could use an extra $1,000 a month for doing nothing. But guys, we've still only gone through 2 of the added income streams that you get when you recycle your audiobook and multiply your income. So far, I've shown you how to take your audiobook and create added income streams on Amazon and Ingram Spark. Now we're going back to an audiobook platform called Authors Republic. And again, you just put it up and do nothing. This right here is a screenshot from inside our Authors Republic dashboard. So far, we've put just 13 of our audiobooks in Authors Republic, and they've generated an extra $16,000 for us, which, obviously isn't millions or even 6 figures, but I'm certainly not complaining, as it literally feels like free money, because all I did was upload it. And that's the end of it. And when you consider that this was from just 13 audiobooks, each of them generated over $1,000 on average. This completely pays for anything I invested into creating my audiobooks. It pays for itself. So I'm definitely a big fan of Authors Republic. So far, I've shown you 3 new income streams you can add on top of your Audible income: Amazon, Ingram Spark, and Authors Republic. The next one here is a platform that we can put our ebook versions on called Draft to Digital. And Draft to Digital is a little different than other platforms I've been showing you, like Authors Republic and Ingram Spark, because what they do is they put your book on a bunch of different platforms for you with just the click of a button. This is what it looks like inside of your Draft to Digital account. You literally just turn on the platforms that you want to publish your book to. It's literally just turning on and activating new income streams by flipping a switch. So if you can do that, you can make money with Draft to Digital. And from doing this, we've been able to generate an extra $17,000 on Draft to Digital. And just to be fully transparent, some of our students make a lot more than we do on Draft to Digital. I'm not saying this is super impressive, but again, it required nothing from me. It cost nothing. It took me no time at all, and I haven't touched it since I uploaded it. And Draft to Digital has sent us an extra $17,000 into our bank account. Not bad, considering this is just some throw-in income stream. Now, what I've shown you so far is 4 new income streams from your audiobooks: Amazon, Ingram Spark, Authors Republic, and Draft to Digital. But we still have one more, and that is Publish Drive. Publish Drive is similar to Draft to Digital, where it puts your ebook on a bunch of platforms for you, but Publish Drive puts your ebook on a variety of other online ebook stores that Draft to Digital doesn't do. So you should still use Publish Drive because it takes just 5 minutes, and guys like Rick here have made over $6,700 in 1 month from one book on Publish Drive. And this is actually kind of a funny story. He sent me this screenshot along with a message where he was almost in a panic. And he was like, guys, look, I made over $6,000 this month on Publish Drive from one book. And he was telling me, because he was asking, is this real? He wanted me to look at his dashboard and confirm that it was real. And sure enough, it was. But it's because he felt like he made a bunch of money out of nowhere. So what we've looked at so far is the 5 new income streams you can create from your audiobook. But wait, there's more. I have one more thing for you because you know I had to save the best for last. Introducing bundles. Let me explain. Let's say you make an audiobook, you put it on Audible, and it does okay. It makes about $500 a month, like this one right here, which I know sounds crazy. It's called Singing Bowl Meditation. I don't know what Singing Bowl Meditation is either, but this audiobook, based off of its bestsellers rank, is conservatively making at least $500 a month. So if this was your audiobook, why wouldn't you make a volume 2 of the same topic? Well, you should. And then from there, what you can do is you can put them together and create what we call a bundle, also known as a box set. And bundles are, in fact, the highest earning kind of audiobook you can have, because people love buying 2 things for the price of 1. Just because of that simple fact alone, bundles sell like crazy on Audible. So you just created yet another big source of income and an entirely new audiobook without a new manuscript, without any new narration. All it cost you was a new cover from Fiverr for $5. And if you're thinking ahead of me here, you'll realize that you can take that brand new bundle of yours and put it on Amazon as an ebook and a print book. Put it on Ingram Spark, put it on Authors Republic, put it on Draft to Digital, and put it on Publish Drive. So now your bundle, which cost you $5 to put together, is now paying you in every which direction. Do you see now why we call this step multiply, and why it's my favorite step in the process? And bundles play a huge role for Henny. He says, I didn't publish for 6 months and still made $15,000 this month from my audiobooks. And what he has live on Audible is 5 singles, as we call them, and 2 bundles. Those bundles probably make up a sizable portion of his income. And this is what makes Done For You audiobooks as close to guaranteed income as it gets. As one of our students says in a message he sent me, he says, you can't even lose money publishing audiobooks. It's a zero risk business model. And he's right. When you multiply your income streams like this, Done For You audiobooks are absolutely zero risk in every sense. They just work. You can't lose because there are just so many ways to make money. You can make money in the short term, like Arnaud here, who after 3 months was making over $5,000 a month in royalties. You can make money in the long term, like Juan here, who after 5 years is still making over $2,000 a month from just 2 books. And you can make enough to quit your job forever with just one single audiobook. This here is Amina, who went from $0 to $10,000 a month in just 4 months with her very first audiobook. And you can do it all while getting paid on complete autopilot. Like Alessandro from Italy here, like myself, like everyone you've seen here today does. And you will continue getting paid by all your income streams this month, next month, the month after, next year, the year after, next 10 years, and 10 years after that. In fact, one audiobook is going to pay you 720 different times over the next 10 years. That's once a month from 6 different income streams, 12 times per year for 10 years. And this is excluding bundles. So guys, wouldn't you agree that having just a few audiobooks, or hell even just one, paying you every month would make your life just a little bit, if not a whole lot better? And wouldn't you agree that you could easily have your own audiobook or 2 or 3 or more listed on Audible? And wouldn't you agree that right now is the best time to start making audiobook income for yourself? Because here's the thing, to start making real income in your life from audiobooks like this, all you have to do is say yes to audiobooks. Because while most people are working deeply unsatisfying jobs just to get by, others are being given a new life of freedom in a very short period of time, all thanks to one little app on your phone, Audible. And with audiobooks just getting bigger and bigger and the competition on Audible being almost non-existent, you have the perfect conditions to get in now and start making life-changing amounts of passive income quickly. Because today, with our trademarked audiobook income process, I've shown you how people from 18-year-old college students to 78-year-old grandmothers are easily choosing topics that generate genuine, stress-free income with audiobooks, and doing it all without actually doing any of the work themselves, all by assembling low-cost experts, where you can get your very own ghostwriter, narrator, and cover designer to create your audiobook for pennies on the dollar. I've showed you how to guarantee that your audiobook will show up on Audible so that you make sales instantly and get paid fast. And I've shown you how with no added effort, time, or costs, you can recycle your audiobook into 5 additional income streams by listing your ebook, print book, and audiobook on different publishing platforms like Ingram Spark and Draft to Digital. And I've shown you how to take your audiobook income to the next level with bundles and create a virtually risk-free opportunity for yourself. But best of all, you've still only seen a tiny fraction of the people we've helped achieve amazing success with audiobooks, because the facts are there are still hundreds of success stories you still have not yet seen, from people like Angel, Megan, Kim, Taha, Maddie, Helen, Daniel, Fred, Travis, Sid, Nick, Brock, Anthony, Yossi, David, Emmanuel, Damien, Jen, Elsa, Matt, Todd, Kat, Diwan, Bo, Marco, Robert, Derek, Nick, Alex, Max, Hama, Cody, Ryan, Gemma, Silvana, Yasmin, and Judy. And there's even guys like Ed who've earned our AIA 10K award and have been able to quit their job, get out of over $30,000 of debt, and even buy his first house, all thanks to audiobooks. And what does he have to say about it? Just follow the process. It works. But something I haven't talked about today is how easy it actually is to sell your Audible account for a life-changing lump sum of money. But what I'm really trying to say here is that you, yes, you who's been listening to me for the last hour, can do this too. It doesn't matter if you're old, young, no degree, English is your second language, broke, busy, stay-at-home mom or dad, college student, bad with computers, or from a foreign country. None of it matters because audiobooks discriminate against no one. But I do need to tell you that all the people you've seen here today did have an unfair advantage over everyone else. They've all been through our Audiobook Income Academy online course. Now, when we first created AIA, we had no idea this would happen. We had no idea it would create a movement of people who not just love AIA, but love life again. It gave their life meaning and purpose and excitement again. This is Juan, and he writes, I haven't published a book in 10 months, and these things keep showing up in my bank account. It's not fair. This is Mateus, who dropped out of college to pursue AIA and has now made over $38,000 in the last 90 days. But guys, today is a groundbreaking day because starting now, at the time of this webinar, Audiobook Income Academy, as we know it, is getting retired. Today marks the end because we are taking the next giant leap for the benefit of everyone. We are upgrading our program from a do-it-yourself course, like what most people offer, and is what the original AIA was as well, to a game-changing, yet proven, done-for-you partnership, where we do all the heavy lifting for you, so you no longer have to rely on yourself to have success. Now you're getting us, who have been doing this longer than anyone, and have done it successfully more than 100 times over. So we're going to be the ones investing our time, our money, our team, our experience, our success in you. So we're going to be even more involved in your success than ever before inside of the brand new Audiobook Income Academy Partner Program. Now, the AIA course that has created all the success you've seen today was great, obviously. But now we're taking it a step further by doing things like straight up giving you a winning audiobook topic to go out and list on Audible and multiply with. Plus, giving you direct access to our low-cost experts that we use. And we'll also be paying for almost all of your first audiobook. And we've hired a team that now works for you to help you make the most money with audiobooks as fast as possible. So because of the things we're doing for our partners inside of the new AIA Partner Program, it's going to take much less time and effort on your part. There's going to be less cost for you, all while getting faster results and having more success than we've ever delivered before. So you must be wondering at this point, Christian, how exactly does this partnership work? Well, for everything that we're going to give you, for everything that we're going to do for you, everything that we're investing to make sure you're successful and make money, would it be fair if we went in on this as 50-50 partners? 50-50 for life. That's how typical partnerships work. Every other partnership I'm currently a part of is 50-50. Would that be fair? I think it would be. But we don't want to do that. So what about 75-25 for life? We honestly don't need even that much. What about 90-10? Nope. Listen. All we're asking for is just a tiny 5% of your first year royalties that your audiobooks earn. That way, we're incentivized to get you results as fast as possible, and I love that. What makes this so different is that you have to make money and be successful with your audiobooks for us to make money too. So we're going to make damn sure this works for you, and that's the beauty of this partnership. That's why I love this so much, because this is a results-driven relationship. But listen closely, because this is the first time we're ever opening up our new AIA partner program to the public, we have to severely and firmly limit the number of partners that we take on today. So be aware that spots are extremely limited and we operate on a strict first come, first serve basis so that we're being fair. So if you know, or you even just think that you might want in on this, you have to hurry and lock in your spot as soon as I reveal the button to join. But first, I need to cover exactly what you're getting today. So here's what you get. I should mention you'll also be getting 8 fast action webinar-only bonuses, but I'll reveal those in a bit. The first thing that you're getting today is the brand new 2022 AIA video course. The course contains 6 easy-to-follow modules designed to give you 6 stress-free income streams, taking you from inexperienced beginner to making job-replacing income with done-for-you audiobooks in as short as time possible, following our trademarked audiobook income process. And here's what people have to say about the AIA course. Hands down, the best course I've ever bought. Such an amazing course. By far the best money I've ever spent. Worth every dollar. And you get lifetime and 24/7 access, so you can watch videos on your own schedule. And all future updates are included for free. But here's the thing about AIA. It is a lot more than just a course. You also get live group coaching where 3 times per week you can drop in at any time and talk directly to us or one of our AIA coaches and ask anything in real time so you can smash through any issues you might be facing and shortcut your inevitable success. Now, these group calls are amazing, but what really gets people results is individual one-on-one attention. which is why you also get 4 one-on-one coaching calls on Zoom, so that each of the 4 steps in the audiobook income process are now done together. And honestly, done for you as much as possible. But on these one-on-one sessions, we choose your topic together. We assemble your experts together. We list your audiobook on Audible together. And we multiply your income streams together. We're taking the time to do these one-on-one calls with you that you can book any time of day, so that there's no doubt you're doing it right and you can have massive success with your very first audiobook. Now, me and Rasmus obviously can't take these one-on-one calls ourselves. So what we've done is we've taken our most successful students, many of which you've seen here today, and turned them into coaches for you. So as you can see, this is no small operation. We really are investing in your success. We brought on our top success stories to now work with you. This here is one of our top coaches, Mel, and she joined AIA in April 2021. And what I love about what she did is she wrote down the exact month she wanted to be making $10,000 per month by, which was November 2021. And sure enough, a few short months later, in November, she had her first $10,000 month. Now, one of the most special things about AIA is our incredible community. The community can play such a huge role in your success, which is why you also get access to the private AIA Facebook group, where you can network with all of AIA's top earning students in one place. This is not your typical Facebook group. This is one of the most engaged Facebook groups anywhere. And you get to see all the new success stories get shared firsthand. All the ones you've seen today were first shared in the private community. And inside the group, you'll see people like Yvonne here talking about how he made $12,000 last month, even though he hasn't touched his Audible account in half a year. And you'll see people like Jack here who are just celebrating their first $1,000 month. Now, what you'll also be getting is something that's brand new for the AIA Partner Program. We've never included this before. It is our brand new Audiobook Creator Vault, which contains a variety of done-for-you templates and resources. So in here, we did a lot of the work for you so you can have the best topic, the best cover, the best title, the best narration, the most reviews, so you can make the most sales and make it all happen as quickly as possible. We created this for you to remove all the friction we possibly could so you can focus on making money with your audiobooks. Now, as I've said, the original AIA was great. It forever changed the lives of hundreds of people. But the new AIA Partner Program is next level. Because what's the best way to virtually guarantee your success? It is for us to literally partner with you, so we have no choice but to make you succeed. So when you secure one of the limited spots today, you'll be getting the brand new 2022 AIA video course, live group coaching 3 times per week, 4 one-on-one coaching calls, access to the private AIA community, the brand new Audiobook Creator Vault, as well as your own AIA 10K award with your name on it when you achieve your first $10,000 a month, all coming together for a total value of over $34,000. And remember, you'll still be getting 8 additional bonuses on top of this for free. Now, if we got you just one successful audiobook on Audible paying you every single month, would it be worth it? Juan here made $10,000 in 1 month from one book, and Kim here from Germany made over 20,000 euros in profit, and she says, how many books does it take to be successful? Just one. Funny enough, Kim and Juan are actually both coaches now who you will be working with. So, as you can see, we scoop up the top talent to come in and mentor you one-on-one. But to some people, like Patrick Jackson, AIA was directly worth over $250,000 to him. It's undeniably worth at least that to Patrick. So, you're probably wondering, how much is it to get access to all of this and secure a spot in the new AIA Partner Program? Because there's obviously a small investment required so that we can actually pay for all the things that you're getting. But it's important to understand that we do business a bit differently. People are happy to give us their money, sometimes over $10,000 to get our help, because when they do, it's worth it. But that is a lot of money, and we don't charge that much for AIA. Our regular sign-up process for AIA is you would book a call and hop on the phone with one of our enrollment agents right here. This is Devron, Monica, Josh, Nick, Virginia, and Tracy. And from there, you would talk to them and join AIA for $4,000. And it's the best $4,000 investment most of these people have ever made. But when it comes to finding the best partners for us, what we've learned is the people we want to work with are those of you who take not just fast action, but instant action. So when you want something, you take it, because that tells us you're a big time action taker. And those are the people we want to work with, because we can make a lot of money with audiobooks together. So what I want to do today is skip the entire phone call and just make you a special one-time offer that is only available to the people who are on this webinar with me right now. So what I'm offering you is literally the least we can possibly charge for AIA, because we have to at least cover our costs, or else we'd go out of business and we couldn't help anyone. So this right here is our payroll from last year. Yeah, yikes. That's a lot of money we're investing into putting together the team to help you. And all we ask is that you make a tiny fraction of the investment in yourself as we are. So it's with great pleasure, albeit for a very limited number of people, as long as seats are available, you can get in today for just $9.99 plus 2 more installments of the same amount. Or you can save yourself over $1,000 and take care of everything at once for just $19.95. So the regular investment of $4,000 does not apply to you when you hop in right now, but you must act now to secure a spot. So if you know that this is something that you want, then what I need you to do right now is click the button on your screen or go to publishinglife.com/partner to secure your spot immediately. Even if you're a tiny bit unsure, I need you to go there and secure your spot, because once you see all the bonuses and additional discounts and benefits that you're getting, it's going to change your mind. And I can't guarantee by the time I finish covering everything that there will still be spots available, because we operate on a strict first come, first serve basis. And based on past experience, the limited number of spots we have will not last long, because the last time we did a webinar like this, we had 36 spots available, and there the price was $4,000. And I pissed a lot of people off, because I kept on saying this will be gone by tomorrow, it'll be gone by tomorrow, you gotta act now because it'll be gone by tomorrow. And that pissed a lot of people off, because we sold out in 3 minutes. Lots of people who wanted to join literally missed out because I didn't give them the proper warning they needed, which I felt really bad about, so I don't want to make the same mistake again. This here is a comment from someone who was attending the last webinar we did, and she said, "It sold out on me while entering my card." And so she missed out because she didn't act quick enough. And I want to be clear that this is open to anyone in the world, no matter your location. As long as you're someone who takes instant action when you want something, then you're fit to be a partner with us, okay? So what I need you to do right now is hop in by clicking the button on your screen, or simply going to publishinglife.com/partner, or else you risk losing out on this opportunity entirely. So for your own sake, you've got to act on this right now, because we're talking about your life here. You've just spent almost 90 minutes with me because there's something deeply unsatisfying in your life and you need a better way. The solution is right here and right now, and you know it. The problem is, if you wait until tomorrow, it'll be too late. Because if you don't decide to make your life better today, we all know what happens. Today becomes tomorrow, tomorrow becomes the day after, which becomes the next week, the next month, and before you know it, you're looking back a year from now wondering, why am I still doing this job I hate? And how come money still dictates what I can and can't do with my life every day? It's things like that. That's why tomorrow is too late, and why now is the time, because we know how the story goes. And that's why I've done everything possible to make this so easy for you to get started that we slashed your investments to the bare minimum while giving you so much value you'd actually have to try hard not to do great with this. So hurry up and click the button on your screen or go to publishinglife.com/partner right now and secure your spot while you still can. Your future self will thank you for it. Now, listen, I get it. This is not an insignificant investment by any means. This is a serious investment because this is a very serious solution to your money problems. You might even have to move some things around just to come up with this. But there are things you can do to make it work. Because one thing in particular is there's something I call the minimum payment strategy. This is what I would do if I didn't have the immediate funds. First, you need to hop in at publishinglife.com/partner using a credit card. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, it doesn't matter. This works with any of them. And if your card gets declined, which is completely normal, try again or just give a quick call to your bank and approve of the transaction and it'll go through. But anyway, from there, just pay the minimum balance on your credit card, which for this will be about $40 a month. And then get some audiobooks out there as quickly as possible and let your audiobooks pay off your credit card. That's how the minimum payment strategy works. You join on a credit card, you just pay the minimum, and then you just let your audiobooks pay it off. To show you how it can work, this is Ahmad who joined on a credit card and he says just paid off over $7,500 in credit card debt. Man, this feeling of relief is indescribable. Thanks guys for encouraging me to take this big leap. So guys, there's good debt and there's bad debt. This here is taking on good debt, very good debt. This is the kind of debt you need to take on so that you never have debt again. Okay? So guys, understand that my job is to help you. It's literally how I get paid, by getting you to make money with audiobooks. So I have to do everything in my power to show you why making the decision to hop in right now is the best decision you can make. You understand? Because the truth is not about the money. It's not about the money. All of this really is just $38 a week for the next 12 months. Just a small third of one bill. How many things are you currently wasting $38 or more on every single week right now? Maybe you could eat out a little less for just a short period of time, or cancel a few subscriptions that you don't use anyway. Do any of those things for just a short period of time and your investment is paid for. Because the thing is, saying yes to this is a mental game. You know you want it. You know you need it. But maybe $19.95 is just a bit much at first thought. But the price doesn't actually matter because your audiobooks can pay for it once you just have them out and making you money. And on our side, we need to be able to cover our costs so that we can give you a team of coaches. And we need you to show your commitment, because if you aren't committed, then we shouldn't invest our time, our money, our team, our everything in you, because we're in this together now. Now, another payment option we're able to offer is called PayPal Credit, where you can join now but pay later. So how it works is you can secure your spot, invest nothing today, and just take care of the investment within 6 months at no extra cost. If you've used PayPal Credit before, you'll know how it works, but if you haven't, just click the button on your screen, and then on the page there will be another button that says PayPal Credit. Click on that and you can apply for PayPal Credit for free, because PayPal Credit is a way to essentially get a 6-month payment plan while still getting the lowest $19.95 offer possible. You see? So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to check out PayPal Credit, okay? So guys, after you've hopped in by going to publishinglife.com/partner, please make sure to stick around with me to the end of this webinar, because I still have a number of important things I want to cover. They are, for example, how to get $500 cash from us right into your pocket. I also want to show you the 8 fast action bonuses you'll also be getting when you join during the webinar. And then I'm also going to tell you about the Mickelson Money Back Guarantee, which gives you the ability to get all your money back at any point in the first 6 months for any reason or no reason at all, making the decision to hop in right now a complete no-brainer. But then I also have a message from a special guest that I want to share with you guys. Finally, then I'm going to be answering all of the most frequently asked questions that you guys have been asking. Okay? Cool. So just make sure to stick around with me to the end of this webinar. Now, This here is Severa. She was hesitant to hop in at first, but then she quickly realized it was the best investment she's ever made. And she says, my first audiobook went live a couple of days ago. Somehow 22 audiobooks have sold. I have no idea how. It seems like magic, honestly. And she says, I'm just a girl out of college, just a newbie trying to stay consistent. This is Jasmine, and she says, people can try to speculate, but this course is by far the best and the most legit one out there. I've purchased other courses online, and this is the only one that guaranteed sales. I have the proof. I just threw together my first 2 books, and they started selling the next day after they went live. You put the time in to listen to these brothers, and don't second guess each step they're telling you, and you're in a gold mine. So, guys, if you want to get into the new Audiobook Income Academy Partner Program, where we're going to help you the whole way to get your next audiobooks on Audible and paying you in every which direction, then you need to go to publishinglife.com/partner and hop in right now before it's too late. And when you do so, you're going to get the new 2022 AIA video course, live group coaching 3 times per week, 4 one-on-one coaching calls, access to the private AIA Facebook community, and the brand new Audiobook Creator Vault, coming together for a total value of over $34,000. But to sweeten the pot just a little bit more and further ensure your success with us, what you're also going to get entirely for free is our suite of 8 fast action bonuses that you can only get when you join before the end of this webinar. And I have to assume there are still spots left. So click the button on your screen and check out to make sure you get in. But let's jump into all the bonuses. The first bonus you'll be getting is $500 cash back, making your first audiobook practically free. This right here is how anyone can easily get $500 from us, because all you have to do to get the $500 is list 1 audiobook on Audible and get 50 reviews. Something you would have done anyway, which is why this effectively cuts your investment by a quarter to only $14.95. Because soon after you join, we'll be sending you $500 back. And here's why we do it. This is actually really important to our student success. We are rewarding you for taking action because it's going to make you more successful because you have that extra edge to get an additional $500. We've done this before. It works. It makes people take action that they normally wouldn't have. And when you're successful, we're successful too. And that's the beauty of this partnership. And also, from past experience, we've learned that some people are like skeptical of this, like we won't actually send them money or something. Listen, we've paid out over $100,000 in these $500 bonuses. Here, Jay says, just got my $500 cash bonus for my audiobook going live. This course pays for itself pretty quick. Thanks, Christian and Erasmus. And he's right. It does. And wait until you see the rest of the bonuses. But here we have Ian who says, cash received. Thanks so much. And my book is doing well too. So what you're getting when you join today is an audiobook that is 6 different income streams for you, plus $500. So we're literally giving you $500 to be successful. So you're really getting a $2,500 discount when you hop in today before the end of the webinar, okay? So that's the first bonus. The next bonus is we are going to choose the topic of your first audiobook for you. That way, results for you are much faster, much easier, and most importantly, predictable. Because the thing is, I have a list of hundreds of audiobooks I want to make, but I can't make them all myself. So I'm going to give you one of my audiobook topics to go out, multiply it, and have success with. So we're completely doing the entire first step in the audiobook income process for you because we're just going to give you a great topic. But what else would you want us to do for you? Would you want to get access to the ghostwriters we use, the narrators we use, the cover designers we use? Well, bonus number 3 is you'll be getting direct access to the low-cost experts we use. You'll be getting access to 44 writers, 17 narrators, and 8 cover designers that you can use. You don't need to look for them or do any research. You can just use them. And what we've also done for you is we've worked out an exclusive deal with our favorite ghostwriting company to provide you with the lowest ghostwriting prices humanly possible. It's the same deal normally only we can get because we're friends with the CEO. Like literally nobody else outside of AIA has access to this discount. No one. This bonus alone is worth more than the price of admission, and why you should never try to do this by yourself, because you'll be paying way more than if you were just an AIA partner. So the first 3 bonuses you'll be getting are $500 in cash, an audiobook topic chosen for you, and access to our low-cost experts as well as exclusive discounts. So you're getting us to do a lot of the work for you in the first 2 steps of the audiobook income process. Now, when it comes to step number 3 of listing your audiobook on Audible, one of the most important things is getting reviews on your audiobook, which is why the next bonus you're getting is free access to the private AIA audiobook reviews group. Now, again, remember that you get 100 review codes from Audible to get reviews on your audiobook. And how you use the AIA review group is you go in, you make a post like this saying that you have a new audiobook on Audible and that you want to do some code swaps and leave an honest review on each other's audiobook. And then what will happen is you'll get a bunch of responses from people who are happy to leave an honest review on your audiobook. And then boom, now you have a good starting point for your reviews. And once you have 50, you now qualify for the $500 cash bonus. You literally just used our bonuses against us, but it's fine. That's what they're there for. But as you can see, we're really trying to do as much of the work as we can for you because we want to. It helps you more, and thus it helps us more because we're on the same team, okay? But what more could we do for you? What's left is to multiply, but that's literally the easiest part. So it's not that we don't want to help you with this, it's that you don't need us to help you. You literally just copy and paste your audiobook to different platforms, and that's it. You see? But the next bonus here is something anyone could use. It is the Guaranteed Profits Workshop. Now, what this is a recorded video training where, along with me, you're going to make a small book for $0 and get your first sale within 48 hours when you follow along. And we created this bonus because we noticed that often it's making that first sale that's the hardest part. And after that, the floodgates open. So I would actually go out on a limb and say that this is my single favorite bonus that we offer. It's kind of like an insanely condensed version of the course in one video that will take you from scratch to making your first dollar within 48 hours. And best of all, it just works. This is Jasmine. She says, I went through the Guaranteed Profits Workshop and created a book. I checked KDP and got about $150 in 3 days for it. Small gains, but still a win for a book that cost me $0 and a few hours of my time. Here we have Stacey, who says, I joined 3 weeks ago and published my first book on Friday. It was approved on Saturday, and I already have 11 sales 24 hours later. No ads or ghostwriters. I just followed the Guaranteed Profits Workshop. This is amazing. Let's just say I'm feeling myself right now. So as you can see, you can have your first book live on Amazon and selling as soon as tomorrow. It's crazy how fast things can go with this, right? You see? So to recap all the bonuses you're getting so far, you're getting $500 in cash just for listing your audiobook on Audible. You're getting an audiobook topic chosen for you by us. You're getting direct access to our low-cost experts as well as exclusive discounts. You're also getting access to our audiobook review group and the Guaranteed Profits Workshop, which is going to show you how to get some quick, small wins. But this next bonus is all about how to get big wins, and it is our 100K case studies, which contains 17 different in-depth case studies and interviews with some of AIA's most successful. And we wanted to do this for you because, one, it's very inspirational and motivating to hear people's success stories firsthand. But really, it's because we've learned that some people learn in different ways. So we wanted to give you the opportunity to learn from different people. And what you'll learn is that there's a lot of different ways to make 6 figures with audiobooks. Like Gerald, who's made $30,000 in a month with just Spanish audiobooks. And Dane, who makes a 5-figure a month income from just low-content audiobooks. And we're actually a huge fan of publishing these low-content audiobooks, which is why bonus number 7 is our low-content Kickstarter, which is all about how to create short audiobooks for less than $100 that just sell. So as you can see from this screenshot, these short, low-content audiobooks are generally about 30 to 60 minutes long. They're very quick and easy to make, And you could do really well with just these. Like Richard here, who I was showing earlier in the webinar, who says this is by far the easiest and most passive income thing I've ever done. This is what he did. He just created low content audiobooks, and a few short months later, he was making over $6,000 per month. So this is a really easy way to get started, which is why we call it the low content Kickstarter, because it will kickstart your income. This here is Alex, who made almost $2,500 in 1 month from one low content audiobook. And he says, there isn't a single thing that I did for the content of this book that isn't already taught in the low content Kickstarter. And then Anthony commented on his post and says, this is so true. I made 108 sales in under 2 weeks from his low content audiobook. This stuff works. Whew, okay. So the bonuses that you're getting today are all of these. The $500 cash bonus, we choose your topic, access to our experts, the audiobook review group, Guarantee Profits workshop, 100K case studies, and our low content Kickstarter. Now, what I've been doing is I've been saving a big bonus for last year. And this bonus I'm about to share is limited only to the people who hop in now, okay? But what you'll be getting is an additional AIA Partner Program membership for free. So with this bonus, you just have to figure out who in your life you'd like to do this audiobook journey with, if anyone. Why would we do this? It's actually quite simple, because it improves your success and it greatly reduces your investments, because this right here is what $19.95 looks like, just 20 bills. What you can do, and we're completely fine with this, is you can split the investment in half with someone, because as long as your enrollment fee is covered, we're all good. So your out-of-pocket investment is actually only $9.98. And when you also factor in the $500 cashback bonus that you'll be getting, what your personal, actual, end-of-day investments to join the new AIA program is just $4.98. I'm not even playing around with the numbers here. I'm just stating the facts of the matter. So we really did do our very best to make this decision to join the new AIA Partner Program the biggest no-brainer in the world. But again, what you're getting today is all the bonuses right here. You know what they are, for a bonus value of over $21,000, bringing the total value of everything you're getting today to $56,000. And you can get it all right now for just one small investment of $19.95. And if you want to see what everything you get and $56,000 worth of value looks like on one page, here it is. And you know exactly how to get it for the lowest price possible. You just need to go to publishinglife.com/partner, and you can even join using the minimum payment strategy by putting it on a credit card and letting your audiobooks pay for everything. Or another option you have is you can apply for PayPal credit, where you pay nothing today, and again, just let your audiobooks take care of everything 6 months from now at no extra cost. All right, so what we've covered so far, we've just covered how to get $500 in cash and the 8 webinar-only bonuses. What I want to share with you now that I think you're really going to like is our Mickelson Money Back Guarantee. And we proudly put our name on our refund guarantee because with this, joining today really becomes completely risk-free for you. And I mean completely, and I'll explain. But what I don't want to do is say something cheesy like, if you don't make a ton of money in a short period of time, no, I just don't really believe in complicated refund policies with income guarantees and all that nonsense. I just think it can be a little misleading sometimes. I prefer the no BS approach. So we like to have a super simple refund policy that states if you're not happy with your investment for any reason or no reason at all, at any point in the first 6 months, you get all your money back and there's no hard feelings. But as partners, there are 3 obvious conditions. And I say obvious because the only things we're asking of you are things that you'll be doing anyway. So first is you just have to list 1 audiobook on Audible. Like I said, obvious, because it really wouldn't be fair to us, but mostly really to our team, if we invest a lot of work, time, and energy into you so you can make money, and then you don't even put a single audiobook on Audible. That just wouldn't be fair. The second condition is to put 50 reviews on your book and audiobook on Amazon/Audible. And these are the same criteria to getting your $500 cash bonus. So there's nothing new here. Now, the final obvious condition is to just use at least just 2 of your 4 coaching calls. And we ask this because we just want an opportunity to be there, hold your hand, and make sure you really are doing everything right. Because that way, there's nothing we can't do for you to make sure your audiobook does amazing on Audible. So that's it. That's it. You can see why I called these the 3 obvious conditions, because they're just the 3 small but very important things that are going to get you results. And when you've done those 3 easy conditions, you can get a full refund at any point in the first 6 months. You have 6 months. This is not some sneaky 14 or 30-day refund policy like most others have. That's just not our style. We give you 6 months to get a full refund for any reason, or like I said, no reason at all. And also, for the skeptics out there, because I know you exist, we sign paperwork that legally requires us to uphold our end of this lenient and easygoing refund policy. And, as much as we hope no one would ever want a refund, we've been doing this long enough to know that no matter how good our stuff is, sometimes you'll just want a refund. And it doesn't really matter why. I think that's the point of a proper refund policy, is that you shouldn't have to explain yourself because that's your rights. But anyway, what I'm saying is that even though we hope no one wants a refund, we know they happen. And that's why we've put away $100,000 for refunds for anyone who just wants to get all their money back. And how you can get a refund is to just send an email to support@publishinglife.com with the subject line refund or anything, just so we know what your email is about. And then you'll get to meet Churchill. And I want to give a quick shout out to our head of support, Churchill, for being as incredible as he is. Because for one, he's just the most kind, sympathetic guy you'll ever talk to. But his email response time is just incredible. 26% of his emails are responded to within 15 minutes. That's basically instantly. Half of the emails we receive are responded to in less than 1 hour. And less than 2%, that's every 50th email, is responded to after the 12-hour mark. And this here includes weekends, holidays, and even in the middle of the night. And this is not just some small sample size. This is Churchill's performance across 39,000 email conversations. So we're just super proud of you, Churchill. But my point is, he's going to take great world-class care of you if you do want a refund. And I also want to say that if getting a refund is really important to you to comfortably make this decision, what I want you to do is to get your nearest calendar out. It can be either a physical or a digital calendar. Then I want you to flip 6 pages ahead so that you're 6 months into the future. And then I want you to circle the date that is 6 months from today. And then just write, get refund. And set an alarm maybe a week leading up to it as well. That way you are ready and prepared to get your refund if you so want it. Making the decision to join AIA today, a decision that has nothing but upside and life-changing potential without any risk at all. So, knowing that, as long as you just let us help you, you can get a refund for any reason within 6 months, making this a genuine risk-free investment. Does that change things for you? Because if you were on the fence before, it should change things for you. So click the button on your screen or go to publishinglife.com/partner to hop in and take full advantage of the refund policy if that's what makes you feel best. All while getting everything you see here for just a small investment of $19.95. Whew, guys, okay, we're quickly checking off our checklist. So what we've covered already is how to get the $500 cash, the 8 webinar-only bonuses, and we just talked about the risk-free Mickelson money-back guarantee. Now I want you to hear a special message from the most important people who contributed to what AIA has become today, and that is the people who built AIA. And I'm not talking about us or even the coaches. I'm talking about the community and the students themselves. So, I've been talking for a really long time now. What I'm going to do now is take a sip of water there and let a few AIA members tell you what being a part of AIA is like and what audiobooks has done for them. Okay? So I'll be here watching with you guys, but I'm just gonna not talk and let you hear from some students of AIA. All right, enjoy.
AIA, Christian and Rasmus, literally changed my life. Not only did they change my life, they saved my life. I know that sounds crazy. This year has been difficult for many people. This year is 2020. And because of the illness, I lost my job, not once, but twice within the span of about 3 months. I found AIA in May of this year, and since then I've never looked back. AIA has given me the opportunity to start my own business, to run my own business, to become profitable, and to have a life without having to rely on a regular 9-to-5, without having to rely on the resource sector, which is huge here in Calgary, and one of the reasons why the economy's been hit so hard with the illness. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about that. I work for myself. I make enough every month to support myself, to support my wife, to pay our bills, to pay for food, to pay for the truck that I'm sitting in now. And all of that is because Christian and Rasmus decided to share their knowledge, their passion, their experience with AIA. I cannot say enough good things about the program and about the two of them specifically. They give. The course is full of amazing tips, tricks, tidbits, insights, and it's constantly being updated. So the course that you're going to take if you sign up today is not the same course that I signed up for 6 months ago, 7 months ago. And that's a good thing. It keeps getting better. And every time there's a change to KDP, every time there's a change to ACX, they're on it. Not to mention, the course also has its own coach, and you don't have to pay extra for the coach, and that's amazing. Any other course, any other program, any other what would you say, like business opportunity or business development opportunity that I've ever come across has always been, okay, you've got to pay a franchise fee, then you've got to pay training fees, then you've got to pay setup fees, and then you've got to pay this fee and that fee and another fee and blah, 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 blah. And then coaching and additional training is $500 a pop for a 30-minute lesson or whatever it happens to be. None of that is the case with AIA. It's all included and it's all moving forward. I literally cannot say enough good stuff about it. And really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to Christian and to Rasmus for showing me the way and for giving me the opportunity to, like I said, not only support myself, but support my family and to have a light at the end of the tunnel, to give me something to look forward to and be excited about every day, to get up and get out of bed and have something I'm passionate about and have my own business, to have my own life, to control my destiny. And that to me is worth way more than the price of admission. Like I said, I cannot say enough good stuff. And I love the guys. I love the program. I love the community. It really is a family, which is amazing because, again, any other program or course or, business training that I've ever been a part of, they may call it a family, but the dynamic is just totally different. But I've rambled on enough. So again, thanks guys. I really, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. And like I said, you really did. You saved my life.
Let me tell you my experience working with the twins and going through and applying the lessons inside this program. So I had the book. It was programming. It was doing about $50 to $75 a month, ebook and paperback sales. I didn't really think much of it. Now, I didn't put it on ACX because in my mind, now I'm not a programmer, but in my mind, I was thinking nobody's going to want to listen to this topic on on headphones or whatever the case is. So I skipped it. 10 months goes by, that book's kind of doing its thing. Then all of a sudden, the twins pop up with this course. I'm going through it. One of the lessons is, don't prejudge, right? Don't prejudge. It's a completely different market on Audible as it is on Amazon. So what do? I take my book that I've been sitting on for 10 months, pop it over to ACX. Still does $50 to $75 a month, ebook, paperback. Last month it did over $1,000 again on ACX. Where was this course 10 months ago, guys? Where was it? Seriously, if you're thinking of getting this course, stop thinking, click down or up, find the buy button, buy it. Apply the lessons. The return on investment on ACX right now is stupid. The return on investment is just easy. It's the hottest area right now inside the self-publishing space. I should know. I've been around. I've been doing this a little while, and I jumped on this as fast as I could. Hey, reach out to me if you have any questions or if you need to confirm anything, but This course, this is the real deal.
I'm Destiny. I am from California, but I moved out of California and I've been living in Asia all year thanks to my publishing income. I started the course less than a year ago. It's been out for less than a year, so less than a year ago, and I was able to replace my previous full-time job's income. Yeah, and people ask like, how did you do that? How did you replace like an almost six-figure salary in that amount of time? And I tell them, just follow the course.
Hi guys, I'm Jacopo, I'm 25 years old and I'm from Florence, Italy. So, I'm quite new to publishing, to be honest, but since I already feel like it is changing my life, I really care about sharing my opinion with you guys. So, I was first introduced to audiobook publishing a few months ago thanks to the twins. I was watching their YouTube videos and then I decided to purchase Audiobook Income Academy, the very first version. I studied it, I applied it, and I'm very happy to say that my very first audiobook went finally on sale 2 weeks ago, and today I checked the sales dashboard and I sold it was 57 copies in 2 weeks, which is not bad at all considering that is like $6 per every single copy. So I will close this first month around between $400 and $500. The thing that I especially like about audiobook publishing is that from now on, basically this audiobook won't require any more work from me. It's on sale on Amazon. It will sell for months, maybe years, who knows. So it's pure passive income. From now on, it's just passive income. Another thing that I especially like about audiobook publishing is that it is basically a step-by-step process. I have experience with other businesses. For example, I have decent success with network marketing, but this is really just a step-by-step process, an ABC process. Success is like I don't like to say that success is guaranteed, but like it's extremely likely. I was very skeptical about it too, but after I've experimented a tiny fraction of success, I can really say that from now on it's just a matter of time and I will achieve it. So thank you very much, twins, for changing my life.
Hey guys, my name's Sid and I'm from Sydney, Australia, and I started publishing about 8 months ago now when I came across the twins YouTube channel. They were talking about this publishing business model which I'd never heard of. I tried poking holes into it to see like where the scam was, but these guys seemed way too genuine and were just giving away so much free information. I took some action and wrote my first book and surprisingly saw some results and made a bit of money. It was only a few months after that that they actually came up with the course and I didn't hesitate to buy it straight away. So month 8 now, I just made more money than my 9-to-5 job that I've been doing the last few months, and yeah, I think that's pretty crazy. I would recommend this course definitely if you've been hesitating or wondering if you should get it or not. Just why not? I think they have a money back guarantee anyway, so if you don't like it for whatever reason, it doesn't work, there really is zero risk. I would just stop procrastinating, don't hesitate, get started, go for it.
What is going on, guys? My name is Dane. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I first discovered publishing through the twins while I was being their videographer and photographer back in June or July of this year. I didn't really get started until late August, September with publishing and like full on. And then fast forward to October, I got my first royalty payment from Amazon and Audible, and it was just above 2,000 USD, which is crazy. And then fast forward to this month, which is November, I'm looking at getting that up to 3,000 USD, which is insane because I don't even make that much from my current job that I'm working. Honestly, out of all the other ways that I have tried to make money online and like all the different methods and everything, publishing is by far the most straightforward and most simplistic and rewarding system that I've ever dived into, and that's mainly because the twins training is so comprehensive and covers all the details to do with self-publishing and how to do it. Basically holds your hand through the entire process, which was amazing and it's helped me out tremendously. So I can't recommend the course and the twins enough. It has seriously changed my life.
Hey guys, it's Ollie here, coming to you live from Bali to show you the house that publishing built. There is no better business model online today than publishing. The learning curve is far easier than anything like Amazon FBA or dropshipping or affiliate marketing, anything like that. Publishing is where it's at. This industry has so much room to grow and there is so much money to be made if you get in now, and there's no better person to teach you, or people I should say, than the Mickelson twins. These guys, AIA 2.0, by far the most in-depth current course on the market. I mean, there's over like 20 hours of stuff in there. It's insane. They put in so much work into this, and I mean, the results are astounding. Like, you could easily make thousands and thousands of dollars a month in actual passive income. And that's like really passive, not just I work 12 hours a day and then I make money kind of passive. I'm talking wake up every day, more money in your bank account. It's insane. If you don't know what you're doing, you'll be fine. Everything's laid out. Honestly, there's no reason to wait. Just get in. The going's good right now. You'll make a lot of money. Take care.
Yo, what's up, guys? Just want to say thanks to the twins for introducing me to audiobook self-publishing. Basically, 3 months ago, I bought the course, and already I'm seeing results 3 months down the track. So for the month of December, I made $3K US. And honestly, guys, that's just crazy to me. I was making about under $2K US per month when I was working a full-time job, and publishing books, passive income coming through just from audiobooks like that, and as early as that as well. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know that this is doable. It's a new business, so take advantage of it. It doesn't matter where you are, guys. I'm from Australia, making it happen. All it is just investing, taking action, and putting in the work, you know. So it's mainly about the belief. If you have the belief, you can make it work. Don't fall for this bullshit trap of working full time and getting paid peanuts, because it's honestly crap, and you can make it like this work. This is just the beginning, guys. You know, so my goal is to get to 10K, and I guarantee it's going to happen soon. So get on board.
Big Robs here, real quick. Want to talk about my experience in AIA, Audiobook Income Academy. Listen, it's designed for results. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm telling you, if you follow the course, you take advantage of the resources in the course, the people that you can talk to, the community, the support, I promise you, you can get results. Do not doubt yourself. This is a course for go-getters, for entrepreneurs, right? So I'll leave you with this. They say 90% of success is just showing up. Show up. Show up. Change your life. Big Robs, out.
All right, guys, I am back. I hope you enjoyed hearing from a few different people. And if anything they had to say excited you, and if you haven't done so yet, you know that's what I'm here to do, to tell you that the time to get in and become a part of the brand new AIA Partner Program and get all the things you see on your screen is right now. Because we're going to be done here very shortly, which will mark the end of the webinar-only bonuses, which is like half of what the offer really is. So I really don't want you to miss out on those. But as we round out our time here together, the last thing I want to do right now is to take some time and answer some of your most important and burning questions. So let's move on over to the FAQ page right here, and let's jump right into it. All right, wasting no time. The first question here is, can you explain some more details of the partnership? Yes, of course. So how that works is we collect just 5% of only your first year royalties that your audiobooks earn. And we do that collection one time after 12 months. And after those 12 months, our 5% expires. But you keep AIA, you stay in the program, you have lifetime access to absolutely everything that I've showed you. And why we did it like this, instead of taking royalties for a lifetime, is because one, we just don't want to do that. This is your thing. We want you to be the one with the long-term potential. But we do want a small piece of what's made in that first year. And we did it this way because that way we're incentivized to get you fast results, making as much money as possible in the first 12 months, okay? So when you hop in right now, you are getting our absolute everything. We're there for you. And of course, we want you to succeed for you, you know? But the distance will go for you undeniably changes when we have a little bit of skin in the game. So we're doing this because this is the most mutually beneficial setup humanly possible. And that's what makes this so different than anything else out there. No one's going to give you everything of themselves to help you succeed like we are, okay? Also, for anyone who might have some tiny concerns about giving away 5% of your royalties, first of all, it's just in the first year. After that, it's gone. But would you rather have 100% of a small or maybe even non-existent pie like this, or would you rather have 95% of a humongous life-changing pie? I think the answer is pretty obvious, and that's why this partnership is an absolute no-brainer, because we're going to be doing all the heavy lifting for you. That's what makes this so different, okay? But let's move on to the next question here. It is, how much time should I put into this? I mean, you should put in as much time as you can into this. So I'm taking it at face value. You should do that. But you only need to, I would recommend, put in a consistent 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day will take you very, very far with this. That's really all you need because it's not a time-intensive system. It just isn't. It's taking the topic that we're giving you, assembling a few low-cost experts to put it together, and then putting that new audiobook on Audible, and then just getting some reviews for it and putting it across all other platforms by multiplying it. That's what this is, and that's the beauty of it. I love that anyone can do it whenever they want, on their own time, in as little as 30 minutes a day. Okay, so I hope that answers your question for you there. The next one we have is, how do I know this is legit and not some scam? Well, I guess the truth is you can't know until you try it for yourself, but I feel like the videos from some of the AIA members that I just showed should have made it pretty clear that this is real results for real people that we're talking about here. But if you do want to hear some more unbiased reviews and feedback, what you can do is we have a Trustpilot page. So you can check that out and read reviews on there. I can't control what goes on this page. I'm hoping it's going to be all good, but there might be a bad review mixed in there because inevitably it happens. So if you want to read that and hear directly from other people, you can check that out. But we've also been featured in some pretty big publications like Forbes and Entrepreneur, Forbes actually twice, and they do not let something that is not legit on the cover of their magazines because they work very hard to protect their reputations. So, you know, I know there's always going to be skeptics. There just always is. I could sit here all day and show a bunch of stuff, and there's still going to be people who are going to point the finger and say, no, this isn't real or whatever. Okay, next question. Money is tight right now. What should I do? I want to join, but I don't have the money. Well, that's why I brought up the minimum payment credit card strategy. That's what I've used in the past when I wanted something that I knew I really needed, but I didn't have the immediate funds for it. And I also showed you PayPal Credit, which a lot of people go that route. Like, that is not uncommon. A lot of people use PayPal Credit, and it's a fantastic option. And then you join the program, have us help you create your audiobooks, put them on Audible, multiply them across a bunch of different platforms, and get paid for it, and then use that money to pay it all off. So putting this on a credit card or PayPal Credit, that is taking on good debts because it pays for itself. And then in the end, you're left with a life-changing income stream, or many income streams, I should say. Okay? So that's what I would do. And, you know, if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to use either of those options, then, you know, you can ask others, but in the end, then it's probably just not a fit. And, you know, I do believe that the people who have the tightest money situations are the people who need this the absolute most. So it's hard for me even to say. I don't want to give people, you know, I don't want to give you that option because I know it's not what's best for you. It's only going to hold you back and keep you in the same place for years and years until, you know, until it's all over. And I got into this to help people, especially people like me who had no money, no hope, but they wanted something different. So that's why I want to give you these options to get in even if you don't have the money. Okay, so that's that. Next question. How much money should I set aside to invest in my audiobooks? So what I normally say, or what I like to say, just to put a nice round number on it, is I would recommend about $1,000. That's all you need to really hit the ground running hard with this. But remember, obviously, you don't need that much. That's just how much I would recommend, because a little more and extra money to put into things is going to be worth it. But remember, this is exactly why we have our low content Kickstarter training, showing you how to do this and publish shorter audiobooks for very little money. It's for people with very little money at their disposal. I hope that answers that question for you. Next one here is, how long until I see results? And I'm really happy this came up because this is an important question. And it really depends on how quickly you can get your audiobook on Audible. That's how long it determines until you see results. So getting your audiobook made will take a few weeks as it gets written and gets narrated. But then when it's live on Audible, I mean, most people see results and start making sales their very first day. So how long until you start seeing results? Practically instantly. But of course, you need to get your audiobook ready in the meantime, and that's going to take a few weeks, obviously. But all in all, this goes crazy fast, crazy fast. Okay, so the next question we have here is, will this, being audiobooks, ever get saturated with competition? Now, I don't want to sit here and say like, no, this is never going to get saturated. There's always going to be no competition like there is right now because more people are going to get into this. But it's going to take years and years and years before this is anywhere near as saturated as any other online income opportunities out there right now. It's going to take a long time. Doing this right now is like doing Amazon FBA 10 years ago, right when it first started. What we're doing here is brand new. I just discovered it not even that long ago, just a few years ago. And like, just so you guys know, I didn't learn this anywhere. I discovered this myself and then taught myself. I'll tell you guys inside of the program, we have a video that explains how I actually discovered it. But I didn't watch some course that taught me how to publish audiobooks. I discovered this stuff myself. So we really are on the front line of this stuff. And that's why this opportunity right now is just like nothing else. Okay? But guys, think about it. Would you rather do this in the future when other people might be doing it as well, or do it now, years before everyone else does it, and get ahead of everybody? The answer is obvious, okay? But the next question we have is, what makes this different from other courses designed to make me money online? And I like the questions that are coming in, but what I have to say is, first of all, this is not a course. It's not a course. It's not even just a coaching program, which, well, it also is on top of a course because you get one-on-one coaching. You get live group coaching 3 times per week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But we're also partners. That is the biggest thing that makes this completely different from everything else when we're talking about what you're actually getting. You're getting a partnership. But on top of that, like I was just mentioning, the competition is non-existent. And this isn't getting saturated anytime soon. And the model has been proven by hundreds and hundreds of people already. And those 4 things right there is what separates this from every other course that's out there right now teaching you how to make money online. They might have 1 or 2 of those things that I mentioned, but they don't have what we have. They just don't. And I'm not trying to sound like some arrogant guy here. I'm just confident enough in this to know that what I just said is the reality of it. That this is completely different for the reasons I mentioned than everything else. Okay? Okay. Next question is, can you guarantee I will make money? So I'm happy this question came through because not only am I not allowed to guarantee your income, it would be completely unethical of me to do so because it's just impossible because I don't know you. I don't know if, you join and you literally just fall off the face of the earth. In that case, we can't get in contact with you. We can't give you your topic. We can't give you your experts. We can't give you everything and do a lot of the heavy lifting for you if we can't get in contact with you. So that's just one example of an instance where we can't guarantee your income because look at what just happened. There was nothing we could do. So when I say guarantee, like I take it at face value. I mean literally 100% guarantee. We can't do that. Again, like I said, because it's impossible, it's unethical, and it's not allowed. But what you guys do have is our Mickelson money back guarantee, which is our super simple refund policy because we don't like all of those bells and whistles BS that other people like to do. We want to keep it simple. So at any point in the first 6 months, if you're not happy with your investment for any reason or no reason whatsoever, you get all your money back instantly. When you've just satisfied the 3 obvious conditions, which is to list just 1 audiobook on Audible, get 50 reviews on it, and book at least 2 of your 4 coaching calls. That way we can actually hands-on help you. That's it. It's very basic and obvious things that we ask of you. That's it. So there's no sneaky loopholes. There's no 14 or 30-day deadlines. It's 6 months. We really wanted to make it as easy as possible for you to get your money back while still getting you to uphold your side of it because we're partners now. We can't have a one-sided partnership. We're going to do all these things for you. You have to at least listen to audiobook and Audible and do those things, okay? And isn't that fair? Isn't that fair? Put me in the chat. Is that fair? I would say it's pretty darn fair. It's not asking much, okay? So that's that. The next question here is, what if I don't have a background in writing and I don't even read books? This is funny because neither do I. And a lot of people don't believe that because me and Rasmus have gotten to a point, where we're quite successful in the space of books and audiobooks, yet we don't even read or have any writing background ourselves. And that just says everything you need to know about the answer of this question. I have read front to back, like books front to back, I could count on 2 hands. It's just never been my thing. I love to learn, but reading just hasn't been my thing. I will say audiobooks, like I've listened to way more audiobooks. I've listened to, 2 dozen audiobooks and gone through online courses, watched YouTube videos. I watch a lot of YouTube videos to learn, but I've never read much. And I think it's because I read at a snail's pace. So I just prefer to listen or watch. And yeah, you don't need to read books or have a writing background at all. So the next question is, What if I live outside of America? Can I still join the new AIA partner program? The answer to that is a big fat yes, you can. It doesn't matter if you're joining from America or Canada or the UK or Germany or the Philippines or Australia or Ireland, or you get the point. There's no restrictions whatsoever. We work with people from around the globe, from over 50 different countries. We've so far had successful students from 50 different countries. And our coaches work around the clock, no matter the time zone that you're in. So we are a global program. We work with anyone, anywhere. It doesn't matter. The one criteria is that you hop in and you take action now, because there's 2 questions left here. After this, it's off the table. Okay, it's not off the table, but the best deal possible is off the table. Okay, because when this is done, the webinar only bonuses go away, and we do that, I'm gonna be honest with you, on purpose, to get you to take action now, because that is the filter that we need to see who would be a good partner and who would not be a fit to work with us, because we need action takers here. Okay, so the 8 webinar only bonuses go away, and the price doubles to the regular AIA price of $4,000. And we have payment plan options for the $4,000, but I just don't know. I just don't think that should even be considered, to be completely frank with you, because you're on this webinar right here and you're getting this offer. The lowest offer with the most things, the most support, the most everything, and the price is never going to get lower than this. $56,000 worth of value. Okay, so did I even answer the question? Yeah, outside of America, yes. Next question, and I like this one. How many audiobooks do I need to make $10,000 per month? And it depends. It obviously depends. We've had a lot of people make $10,000 a month with just one, so that's not uncommon. But you should definitely not expect that for your very first one, because your first one's not going to be your best one. It just isn't. I'm sorry to break the news to you. Other people, it takes 2 dozen audiobooks to make $10,000 a month. Oftentimes, that would be because they're publishing low-content audiobooks, which are quicker, faster, easier, and cheaper to produce and put out on Audible, but they don't generate quite as much as the longer 3-hour audiobooks that we normally recommend. But $10,000 a month is $10,000 a month. Whether you're making it from 1 or you're making it from 100, it's $10,000 a month regardless. The next question, this is actually the last question, and of course, we got to save this last question for last. The question is, can I wait and get in later? And the answer is nope. Well, yes, it is yes, but at 2 times the price and without all the bonuses. So now is kind of your only good option. The other option is still worth it. Don't get me wrong, the other option is still worth it, but not compared to this right here. When you have this available at such a small investment of just $19.95, and I know people are going to say, you might be thinking, $19.95 is not just a small investment. I agree with you, but when you're making purchasing decisions, it's important not to look at the cost of something, but what is the cost relative to what it's going to do for you. That's why this is just a small investment of $19.95. Yeah, that's all the questions. That's all the questions we have. That is all the questions. I'm really sorry. For everyone who's made it this deep here with me, I really appreciate you guys. I'm really happy to have spent these last 2+ hours with you. And if you haven't hopped in yet, now's the time to do that. And I just want to end this by saying I am truly honored and grateful to be in the position to be able to do this with you. This is a very special thing we're doing here. And that's not lost on me. So I'm just honored and grateful for this opportunity to be able to work with you guys and truly be the person and the people and the everything that actually changes your life. And I don't say that lightly. I say that confidently because I know that when you hop in and you take action with us, that's what this is going to be for you. Okay? So, yeah, that's that. Thank you very much again, guys. So what I'm going to do now is play a few more videos from AIA students to share their thoughts and everything with you guys if you want to hear more of that. But I'm going to hop off now. And thank you so much for everything. And I will see you all on the inside of the brand new AIA partner program. Okay, guys. Bye.
What's up, guys? Elijah Sarge here. Just wanted to tell you about Audiobook Income Academy. So honestly, I've been part of the program for about, I would say 6-7 months now. And I would just say, man, the course is top notch. Okay, as soon as I got done doing the course, I started implementing the strategies, implementing the teachings, all the different things that the twins, Rasmus and Christian, teach in the course. And within the first month of my books going on to Audible and Kindle, I've made $1,200 in my first month. I would tell you this, what's most beneficial about the Audiobook Income Academy course is the fact that Christian and Rasmus do an incredible job of breaking things down systematically in such a way to where if you just follow the methodology step by step, brick by brick, there's no way that you won't be able to understand exactly what you need to do. They provide a very nuanced perspective. They're very open and honest about all the different downfalls and struggles that you might face while doing it. And to top it all off, you could just tell, I mean, I've met these guys in person. They're just very humble, genuine, awesome guys. They're guys that you can trust. Honestly, they just tell you, what you see is what you get with Christian and Rasmus, and so I highly recommend this course. I believe that if you're looking to get into audiobook production, you want to pick up this course because it's the best publishing course on the market, and I could say that without any reservation because I've seen the results, and plus these guys are awesome. So have a good day.
Hey guys, my name is Jero Confianza. I want to give a quick testimonial to the Mickelson twins. 1 year ago, I met them in Cancun in a mastermind event. And back then I remember I was struggling very hard because I was just starting my publishing business. And I remember something that they did for me that day, and that I didn't have enough money to stay an extra day at the event. And it was either that I go back to the city or find some other way to finance my stay. And they actually gave me their room to stay because they were nice enough to do that. They didn't even know me back then, right? So I think that says a lot about their personality, about who they are. Fast forward 1 year later, I've scaled my business to to a six-figure level. Today I got my Maserati watch. I actually was waiting to make this testimonial because I wanted to make a really good testimonial for this. Last month I was in Korea, the month after that I was in Colombia, the month after that I was in Peru. I've been able to travel because I've been scaling my business so much during the past year actually. And part of that, I can't give them all the credit because also I deserve some credit. Huge part of that was because of the Mickelson twins, was because of what they did, what they taught, and the course that I got from them as well. When they launched the course back in Cancun last year, I didn't think twice to get in. I was, I believe, the fourth or sixth or fifth person to get in. And guys, I just want to say that if you're serious about learning how to publish books, if you're serious about scaling your business and learning from people who actually know what they are doing, then I recommend you learn from the Mickelson twins. Thank you guys. I am now in Savona, Italy with some friends, and this couldn't be without the publishing business. So thank you guys.
Hey, my name's Ashton. I'm 26 years old and I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I joined the program and it was insane, the amount of things I learned and the amount of things I was doing wrong or didn't know how to do. And since joining, my income is literally doubled. With the addition of the audiobook income, I'm able to consistently make 15,000 to even 17 and 18,000 every month. And I've got a lot of holiday sort of seasonal books, and so during January, February usually are my best months. In the last one that just went past with the audiobook income, I had an all-time high of 32,000 in 1 month, which was my best. So, you know, it's definitely working. Like the stuff that Christian and Rasmus teach really works. Just the way that Christian and Rasmus have laid it out is just so easy to follow. It's awesome. It really is an awesome program. I think it's the only publishing program that you will ever need going forward. And I can only urge you, if you're watching this and you're thinking about getting it, get the program and follow it. Do it. If you don't, you know, somebody else is going to get out there and make the books and make money doing what you could have done. So I like, you have to do it because someone is going to do it. But other than that, you know, Christian, Rasmus, thank you guys so much for putting the program out there. As a personal message to you guys, you know, I totally get how much effort and time and energy goes into creating something so specific. You know, you guys have nailed every single point. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, it's something that, you know, I've always felt is needed out there. You guys did it. You guys did the all-in-one. Publishing has just been able to sustain my lifestyle for me and my family for years now. It's just testament that this stuff really works.
Hi fam, this is Brian from Philadelphia. I've been publishing for around 19 months now. Since following the AIA course, things has changed completely. I'm averaging between $3,000 to $5,000 every single month. Consistently, some good months I would hit maybe $8,000 to $10,000 net profit. So I just want to thank the Mickelson twins for what they have done. you guys, you have no idea what you guys have done for my family. Just giving me the ability to make money outside of a 9-to-5 job has reduced so much stress in my life as a single breadwinner from my wife and 2 kids. I'm less stressful. I just became a better father to my kids, and also a better husband to my wife. I'm looking forward to bring my business to the next level, and I'm very confident that I can do it just because of you guys leading the charge and the examples that you guys have set. So thank you so much again, Christian and Rasmus. I look forward to meeting you guys in the future. Thanks. Bye.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Trevor, and I'm from Vancouver, BC. I just want to give a quick shout out to the Mickelson twins, and more specifically, Audiobook Income Academy. This course has completely changed my life, and completely changed the direction of it. Like a year ago, I was struggling in publishing, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I was piecing things together, wasting a lot of money. In the past 12 months in the course, I've scaled things up where I'm confident I'll have a 6-figure business in 2020. And in 2 months, I'm going to be traveling to Bali, Indonesia to go do the digital nomad thing, quitting my job here in Vancouver. And yeah, it's just incredible. These guys are the real deal. I mean, I can't say that enough. You got a lot of offers, a lot of things coming at you online, but go check them out. You will not be disappointed with the course. It can change your life like it changed mine. Trust me. Thanks, guys.